It's Wednesday, the race is on Sunday, and we're getting a better idea of the weather, and not looking good, ladies and gentlemen. I mean, it's supposed to be storming on Monday, raining on Sunday. So, I don't know. I guess we're going to have to swim in the rain, bike in the rain, run in the rain, which I've done none of at all, but I don't know what we should do today in terms of working out. I know that we should continue to eat as much as we possibly can. I don't know if we want to keep on swimming. I just feel so beat down. Like my legs are still really sore. I feel like my shoulders are sore. If I have time, I think I may go to yoga and stretch out and make sure that we're going to be good. Maybe we get in a swim. I just don't know yet.
What I do know is we're going to continue to eat as much as we can. We got some protein pancakes, strawberries, bananas, super good. And yeah, we just worked pretty much all day here. I mean, trying to work that way we don't have to worry about anything over the weekend. Haven't showed you the setup. Usually the dog's laying behind us. Usually we're grinding away watching YouTube at the same time. Then afterwards, we went over to a local bike shop to grab a new bike pump. So if we have any issues this weekend, got in lunch and continue to work for hours. But afterwards, we headed down to the gym. Beautiful weather. I mean, I wish this was the day I could run. I wish this is a day that we could ride our bike outside. But I think we're probably stuck to just having to make sure that we take it easy.
Just got to the gym, realized I was an idiot, took the girlfriend's car and forgot to grab my headphones. So we are going to do an upper body lift, no headphones. It's way too late in the day to swim. I wanted to swim today. Had a few calls. They took way too long, way longer than I was expecting. So yeah, short on time. Gonna hopefully get in a good lift. Probably do our push-ups and pull-ups. That way we're not having to do them late tonight.
This stretch was very important just because our legs are freaking dead from the workout 2 days ago. Essentially, if you haven't seen this before, we are bending down, touching the toes. It's reinventing the wheel here. I mean, this is a genius stretch that nobody else has ever done. Then we walk it out. We do some of these twists. You're supposed to touch your elbow to the floor, but my hamstrings are so tight that we can't even get that far. But you get a little bit of a hamstring stretch. You get a little bit of an upper back stretch too, if you stretch that out. Then we went ahead, pushed the hips out, tried our best to stretch there, go into pigeon pose. Can't get a good view of this, but we're crossing our leg over, stretching the glutes, stretching the back hip. And then this next stretch is one that we don't necessarily do too often, but I need to get better at it. Essentially going deep into a squat, which is completely fine for us, but then doing our passovers from there. I mean, that really stretches out our legs and upper body at the same time. But then afterwards, we moved over. We hit our 100 pull-ups, 200 push-ups. That way we didn't have to do them tonight. I'm trying to go to bed early tonight, so just figured get these out of the way when we were at the Y. Didn't take too long. I mean, actually, we freaking killed this. We got in the 100 pull-ups and 200 push-ups in only 22 minutes. I didn't record all of them, though, just because I didn't want to have a 22-minute video on here. But then afterwards, we decided to go hit some bent-over rows. We probably do too many pull-ups and not enough rows. Some of these are bad shots. I apologize. I'm not great at recording with the phone yet, but essentially super simple. Put some weight on there, bend over a bit and pull the bar to your belly button. I mean, super basic exercises that we are doing. I mean, going over to our next one, a bad angle will get you some better ones, but we are doing overhead shoulder press here with the barbell. I have noticed that I think our shoulders have been getting more and more sore from swimming as of late, but I guess hopefully we'll eventually look like we have shoulders if we keep on swimming. But yeah, going light with this. I think the heaviest set that we worked up to was maybe 95 pounds. We are extremely weak when it comes to getting in overhead presses. I've never been strong at overhead press. Then after this, instead of continuing to work on shoulders, I didn't want to burn them out too much with the race coming up, and I probably want to swim tomorrow. We moved over. We did some pullovers. I actually really like this for a bunch of different things. I mean, you feel it in your back. You feel it in your shoulders just a bit. You feel it in your chest a bit. But honestly, where I feel it a ton, and probably just because I don't know how to correctly do them, is my tricep. So it's like a movement where you can go a little bit heavier than just the typical skull crusher. And I would say it's like an extreme skull crusher where you're cheating at the same time. Afterwards, we actually got in some real skull crushers with the dumbbells here, super light. I mean, typically we're not doing this with dumbbells. Usually we'll use the easy bar if we're ever going to be doing this. Issue is we're still dealing with the wrist pain that we got from falling off the bike a few days ago. So all the movements that we're doing, we're trying to make sure that we're not going to hurt the wrist too much. So wanted to stay in the neutral grip for this. Then afterwards, we got home, ate a massive burrito that we had from Cabo Bob's yesterday, and then walked the dog. I mean, super pretty night. This is one of my favorite walks that we can do with the dog here. And yeah, usually we'll end this with doing our pull-ups at night, but we got those done at the Y. So feeling good. I'm hopefully going to be refreshed, especially our legs 2 days from now. The race is coming up on us soon. But yeah, I'll keep you posted. I believe tomorrow will be my last day in Austin. And then Friday, we will be heading over to Galveston. And I think maybe we just do an entire trip vlog for the 70.3.